What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. So we wanted to go over what we use for internet. It's a question we get quite often, and just want to show you guys what we're using. Not saying it's the best setup, but it's what we use. It's worked out great for us. So this is just to kind of answer, those questions anybody has about what we use, how we get internet. We do work on the road, so having signal and being able to get online and do our work is very, very important. So we're just going to go over what we're using. What we actually use is the Verizon Jetpack. We use the MiFi 7730, which has been great. We bought an extra battery for it. The battery was getting really hot that came with it, so we found a battery on Amazon, a little bit longer life, and it's worked out very, very well. But so we use the Jetpack,
and that's what we had when we started our full-time RV journey.
Right.
We had that just for basic internet, and it was working really well. But then once we started working remotely, we were looking at what we could add to that.
Yeah, so it started when we were in Hill City, South Dakota, staying at the campground there. The signal was very, very weak. We could get online a little bit in the evenings, but it was real hit or miss. Not a very strong signal. Couldn't really stream much of anything. So it was just super weak. So when we started working remotely and needed to have that access, we were actually still going to be in Hill City for another few weeks. So that's when we started looking at the WeBoost. And I mean, at $500, we know some people that have the WeBoost, and even talking to people that actually have it, even you talk to 3 different people, 4 different people, and you kind of didn't really get a good feeling one way or another.
And the reviews online were kind of the same way.
Right. So through that research, we ran across the MIMO antenna. So MIMO, M-I-M-O, multiple in, multiple out. That's MIMO. And what that does is it just helps bring in signal. It's not going to create signal. It's not going to boost signal where there is no signal at all, but it definitely will help. You can plug it into your jetpack, and it'll help grab that signal coming into your jetpack a little bit better. And the best part was, it was only, what we paid on Amazon for that?
I want to say it was $35.
Yeah, it was like $30 or $35. I mean, it was inexpensive enough to take a shot on it. So we had it delivered, and immediately when we started using it, noticed immediate difference. Now, I'm not super techie guy. I don't know about upload speed and download speed and all that. All I know is I couldn't upload a video before, and after we got that, we plugged in and started using it, I could upload videos. It was still a little slow uploading videos, but I went from 0 ability to uploading it, just having some patience.
And most of the time when we plug it in, we notice that it takes it 1 to 2 bars up. Most of the time 1 bar more of a signal strength, but sometimes 2.
Yeah, and it really depends on where you have it positioned. So the downside of the MIMO antenna is you need to know where your cell tower is located, because it needs to be facing the tower.
It comes with the suction cup, so you're able to move it around to different windows as needed.
Yeah, you can move it anywhere you need to in the RV, and you can find out the best spot by trial and error, which we have done a few times. But there are some websites out there that you can go on, and it'll find your location, and it'll show you where the cell tower is in relation to your location, so it kind of takes the guesswork out of it. But I mean,
and we've been using it full-time, working remotely, uploading videos for about 3 months now, and it's worked really great for us. We would really recommend it for anybody that's wanting to try a less expensive option compared to the WeBoost. It's
really made a difference for us, and we're in an area that's only getting 1 to 2 bars of signal. I mean, we've been out in some pretty remote areas that just had a little bit of signal. In fact, when we were staying at Grove Island Campground, we were able to work there, and we had a couple that was staying across from us. They actually had the WeBoost model that goes on their car, and her husband couldn't get any signal there to work, or not enough signal to be able to work online like he needed to. So he was having to leave the park.
We were actually sitting outside with our laptops one day, and she stopped to ask us what we were using and how we were able to get a signal, because they weren't able to.
So you know, I'm sure it varies from place to place. I mean, we've noticed that there's definitely some places where it seemed like it helped more than others, but overall, it has definitely helped. And you know, even not even just working, but even using your phone, you know, social media, loading Facebook, Instagram, things like that. You know, when we were in Hill City, that was pretty much out. There was you had to wait until real late in the evening to be able to get on any kind of social media or anything like that. And with that, we could access it pretty much all day. So all that being said, you know, it's inexpensive enough where it's definitely worth a shot. And you know, you may end up still going with a Wii Boost, but for us, you know, I'm glad that we didn't spend the big money for the Wii Boost right off the bat.
Not saying that we won't ever get a Wii Boost, but as long as this continues working for us, we'll probably stick with this for a while. I mean, if we don't need to get the Wii Boost, we probably won't.
Yep, we'll probably avoid that as long as we can. So,
I think we're just going to show you what it looks like and show you a couple spots that we put it in our RV, and then we'll put a link below so that you can find it on Amazon.
Alright, show you guys what this thing is all about. Alright, so here's what the MIMO antenna looks like. So this is it. I mean, you know, nothing fancy. Little black square, and then you plug this end into your jetpack. So the jetpack has two little ports on the bottom right there with little rubber plugs that go in it. So the places we like to put ours is right here on this center window. This is our super technical test. So you can see here we only got about 2 bars of signal on the jetpack right now. So now we'll put our antenna in the window, which is where we typically have it. It seems to work out good there. I don't know if we just get lucky. And there. So now we've gone from 2 bars with it plugged in. We get a solid 3 bars and even up to 4 on occasion. It'll stay solid on 3, and then it'll jump up to 4. But you know, like I said, I haven't done upload download speeds and all that. I just know that, you know, when we use this, everything works better. So my videos upload faster. We can stream things. You know, when we're streaming Netflix, or we watch a lot of baseball games on the MLB app. The games don't, you know, they don't glitch out and run behind nearly as much when we're plugged in to the antenna as it does when we're just relying on the jetpack by itself. So it really depends on how strong the signal is. All this is trying to do is just capture, you know, whatever signal is out there for it to grab. So if you already have good signal coming in, probably not going to do a whole lot to help. But if you don't have real good signal, this will definitely help you out. Like I said, we've been using it now for about 3 months, and it's been great. I feel like we haven't really missed out on anything using this versus using the Wii Boost. And again, we may end up making that purchase. We'll see. But this was definitely a very, very nice surprise for like $30 or $35. Can't beat it. Definitely worth a shot. And maybe the ideal thing is to have this and a Wii Boost. I don't know. But that's what we use. I will say that we do research all the campgrounds that we stay at, typically on Campendium, to kind of see what the cell signal is, see if there's recent reviews and somebody that recently, you know, reviewed the cell phone signal there, or left an update on the cell signal. We try to stay places that have at least rate out at like 2 bars of signal, preferably 3, but you know, we try to do that research up front. That way, you know, we don't get somewhere, we don't just wing it and hope that we have signal when we get there. We do try to do some research. That way, you know, because for this to work, it's got to have some signal coming in, and the better that signal is, the better it's going to work. So that's what we use. That's how we stay connected when we're on the road. That's how we work. That's how we upload all these videos. So, you know, give it a shot. I hope you guys found this video informative, and maybe you'll give the MIMO antenna a try. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys down the road.